Hi guys! For this video, I'm using this reference, and what I wanted to try out this time was to go beyond outlines in my sketch and use just the pencil to bring out her facial features. So no color, but still give the face more shape and expression with a type of hatching technique where the strokes all go in one direction. This is not cross-hatching, but you will see later on in the video what I'm talking about. My objective here was not to make the sketch look exactly like the reference. I didn't choose the reference because I wanted the girl to look like the photo, but rather because I wanted to recreate that photo's, composition. No, that's not the right word. The perspective, maybe? Basically, I liked the photograph, the way she's facing, and I really liked the expression in her eyes. And that's why I chose this reference. I purposely tried to give it my own flavor by letting my own style shine through. Not that I have found my own style yet, but you know. So someone who does that really well is Chris Hong. You've probably seen her videos on YouTube. I've always wanted to try this since I've seen her draw portraits from reference, because her heads always look like the reference, but are clearly influenced by her own style of drawing. So in the end, the portraits look semi-realistic, which is exactly the style I'm going for. So yeah, Chris Hong is definitely an inspiration. You should check her out if you don't know her. Also, on second thought, I think I also saw her do this hatching technique. After the basics are done, so her eyes, nose, lips, and ears are there, for the first layer I just lightly go over any area of her face that is not a highlight. And I go over areas which should be darker in value, like underneath her cheekbone, under her nose and her eyebrows, more specifically above her inner corners of the eyes, and of course on her neck. now her features have lost quite a bit of definition from that process. So I go over those outlines again to make them pop out, otherwise they kind of get washed out, I think. I've noticed by rewatching these recordings that I use a lot of like tiny strokes. Man, I wish I could be more confident in taking longer, smoother strokes, but that's definitely something that I would need to consciously work on more often, or more like really take time to practice this specifically, because as of now, I'm really not confident with that. This happens a lot on, for example, on hair, when I try to make long strokes for flowy hair, and I have a plan of what curves to make, and I make it, but I don't make it. It always looks jagged, like my hand was not fully under my control and like it just spun out here and there. By the way, I also have an inspiration for that, which is Elisa. She's an amazing artist, one of my all-time favorites. And she always has those super intentional, smooth, long, controlled strokes that always end up perfect. And I think that makes a huge difference in line quality, actually. In general, what I've realized is that a lot of times when I don't like my drawings and I can't quite put my finger on it, why I don't like them, chances are high that I'm not happy with the line work or the line quality. It looks messy and ragged, but not intentionally so, not by design, but by accident. And that just takes away from the quality of the entire piece, I think. So, yeah, definitely something I need to work on. But what's a skill that you would like to improve in? And do you have a role model who's particularly awesome at that skill? Tell me in the comments, that way maybe we can get to know more amazing artists to learn from. So you see what I was talking about before, where I'm not cross-hatching, but I'm layering vertical strokes where the values need to be darker. So the deeper the shadow needs to be, the more I layer the hatching on top of each other or make the lines overlap. By the way, for the hatching, I did not use the reference photo anymore. That was just for the basic outlines. For the hair, I'm not trying to detail too much. With this piece, my focus wasn't on the hair, and actually I had tried to do the same technique on the hair too, but I erased it because I didn't like the look. For her jacket though, I did the lines with a 7B pencil to give it more weight and I guess a different structural feel. Again, everything I used is in the description box. And finally, let's give her a slight sunburn on her cheeks. and some darker lashes. Now some final definitions, and this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. These videos are way more work than you would imagine, so please, if you like it, subscribe and comment. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye!